Good morning, happy Sunday, and welcome to Liz Bailey's and My Elegant Cards, which is the name of my blog, the name of my Facebook page, and it's what I try to do. I like to make simple, elegant cards. As you probably know if you've watched me before, they're not layers and layers and layers and layers. It's just too, I find it too fussy. I like it to be clean and simple. And today I am going to be using the Snowflake Splendor DSP, which is it's just beautiful, and it lends itself to making a lot of cards pretty quickly because you don't really want to hide the paper because it's so beautiful. So anyway, I would love it if you'd share this video with your friends, and if you tell me that you shared it, because you can't always tell because of privacy issues, or privacy settings, I mean, I will put you in my weekly draw, and the winner will get a little something from me, okay? The other thing is my BOGO is currently online. I mean, it started on Friday night and it goes until noon tomorrow, and I've put the joining code at the top of this video, so come and have a look. I've got over 500 products, so you pick out what you want and then you place an order in my store of an equivalent amount, and I send you the retired stuff for free. So you get twice as much for your money, which is a pretty good thing. And I get space in my guest room, so if my sister can ever get here, she'll have somewhere to sleep. So let's get moving. Let me just change my glasses so I can actually see what I'm doing, and then I will point you down, and we'll get moving. So let's sorry about the light in your eyes. Let me change so you're looking down. It's sliding around, isn't it? Okay, now, yep, that looks good. And we've got light, I think. Yes, we do. So, this is actually the matching stamp set, and there's also dies, but all I'm using here are two of the stamp sets. So, two of the sentiments, sorry. But let me show you this paper. I mean, you're going to see some of it anyway because I'm using it, but the backs are also rather fun and so forth. I love this one. It's so pretty. And then there's, you know, this. I wasn't sure about this to start with, but I think it's now my favorite. I mean, look at that. It's gorgeous. I've used that one. I think. No, maybe I haven't. Ooh, more to play with. So, yes, it's, I mean, that one's pretty too. So, anyway, I just wanted to show you some more of the pieces, but I'll now show you what I'm going to make. I meant to make 3 cards, as I always do, for this live, and I post them on my blog, but I couldn't stop. So I've actually got 5 cards because it was, I just couldn't stop. Here I meant to do one side on one card and the other side on the other, but they look so different I got mixed up and didn't. But this morning I'm going to try and actually turn one over and do the other side. So we'll see how I get on, shall we? So here is the bundle that I would send you of ready cut pieces. If you place an order with me of 25 bucks, mind you, if you place an order with me of 25 bucks before Monday at noon, you could also get 25 bucks of free merchandise as well. So now's a good time. So let's do the first one. Put this out of the way before something happens to it. and I need this little rectangular stitched edges dies. Cut that out for me. And I'm using Highland Heather here, partially because it's in the DSP, but it's not really in this one. But when I cut out or stamped out something in the Misty Moonlight, it overpowered it a bit. So I thought, you know what, let's try Highland Heather. And I liked how it looked, so that's why we have it. So that's that one. Which I probably need to clean with my chamois. There we go. And then all we do is adhere this piece of DSP. I did tell you these were quick and easy, didn't I? So, I mean, if you're going to do something like this, you could do a number of them and then cut them all out at the same time and slice up your DSP, and you know, you can make Christmas cards pretty quickly. So I'm gonna, yes, where are my dimensionals? I've got little dimensionals. Oh, that's not dimensional. Hang on a second. Am I out? I'm not out of them. I know that. I've got little ones again. Well, I guess I can use the strips, right? Up to there. Cut it here. Maybe I'll just have to go and run and get some more. I have loads. They're just in a little bucket. Okay, cut that off. And apply it there. Perfect. Then let's put a bit more on. As I've said before, I do like using the ends. So, and we can just use little one there and there. And this we can just adhere. Number one done. Okay, let's move these out of the way and let's make this one. So let's get the pieces and yeah, we'll try this one first, and then if it doesn't work, I've got a backup, as you saw. Because well, I mean, I do have my lovely portable die cutting machine, but you don't need to be seeing me die cut all day now, do you? So, except of course if I'm heat embossing, this does apply the wrong size. This one, here we go. May your season sparkle. So I thought, yeah, I think it should be in silver. Why not, huh? So let me try and line that up. There we go. And now still haven't ordered any plastic spoons, which my brother said he would cut down for me so that they would actually fit in my pot. So I'm still using my kitchen teaspoon. Luckily we have two sets, so kind of the kitchen and the ones we actually eat with. So I think it doesn't matter. I'm not desperately short of teaspoons yet. Okay, let's do that. And I do like this, it's just so much easier. Put that over there for now. And let's just, managed to put my die cutting machine on top of my heat tools cord. So let me just turn down your volume if it's up. And I'll just let this heat a little bit, and then we will turn it into a beautiful shine. And let's do the same, further away from my fingers. Beautiful. And no, let's hold it there. Definitely further away from my finger. And you just chase the melting down the card. There we go. Oh, so pretty. Yep, definitely sparkly. So I don't need this one. So put that in my stash for even easier making than usual, because if I've already got that cut out, it's easy to make a card. I've got a little stash of those that left over from my lives when I had spares and didn't need them. I'm just layering this gorgeous piece. I mean, I just think it's really beautiful on Pool Party. There we are. And then we're going to layer that on Thick Whisper White. Where did I? Is one side shiny? Yes, that side. I mean, it's very subtle, but I just like to have it on the back in case it is noticed. So put that there. And as I wrote on my blog on another card this morning, this is an 1/8 of an inch larger than the DSP. So you get this lovely 1/16 of an inch, very small border, which I think really, it kind of sets off the DSP without overpowering it with too much of the Pool Party. So I'm just gonna get up and go over here and grab some dimensionals. There you go. Because I'm gonna use up all my minis at this rate. I mean, I have a bunch, but let's use the right tool for the job, right? So you get perfect. So although actually I think I might do the same thing, and I do like using these long pieces for a really long sentiment, because, well, you may as well use them. You have to use them. You don't want to throw them out, and it saves having to pick off a whole load of little ones. So it's my preference. When I started doing Stampin' Up, I used to use up all the middles and then feel like, oh yeah, now I've got to cut the edges. But these days I run out of the edges first. So just pull off a strip, pull off another strip, and maybe that one too. And that's good enough. So there we have May Your Season Sparkle. So, and moving right along, here's the third one. Got some of this lovely Snowflake Splendor ribbon, which I hope I haven't lost, on my desk, and another bit of heat embossing. So this time I decided to have a larger piece, saves burning my fingers, but also I have recently got the magnetic plate, and I thought, let's play with it, right? Okay, so let's and get my little pot and anoint it. That's good. Yeah, it's not perfect. I've managed to get some on the handle, but hey. Close that up, put it out of harm's way, and we are going to heat emboss again. And there it goes. Look at that. Oh, love it. Just bend it the other way. That's great. So now I need to cut it out. Let's make some space for my little... Isn't that great? It's just so portable. I love it. So let's try this new magnetic plate. So you start with one. Actually, put the other way around. Start with 1, 2, then you put down the magnetic plate, and then you just use one of the 3s rather than 2 of the 3s. So okay, where did I put my piece that I need to cut? Oh, over there. Okay, fine. Put that there and pull out my stitch shapes, which I think is the 3rd stitched shape for this. Yes, it is. So we put that in place. I guess because it's bent a bit. And then, oops, a number 3 plate on top. And let's go. And there we go. And that's the first time I've used that plate. Self-healing apparently, but let's see. Right, just fold this up. Sorry, I think I just shook you people. Sorry about that. So I like to push it around the edge because sometimes it doesn't come off very as easily as one might think, so I just use the edges. Right, so now we just need to, no, it's this way up. Put that down. Where's my other glue out? Oh, yes I do. tend to lose my glue a lot by putting things on top of it. So I usually have 2 of them out at a time. I thought I'd lost one of them, but no, I see where it is. Yeah, that's better. And now I need a bit more glue here. Just there we go. And then that goes there. With oh, here they are. See, I almost lost these as well. I have a 4x4 card table, and I've got all the inks, all the blender pens, the blends I mean, and all the embossing powder on it, so there's not an awful lot of room for me to actually card, so I do lose things. You'd think it would mean that I'd have to be more organized, but it doesn't seem to have worked that way. So I'll put that, I think, there. And what was it? Here it is. Here is the Snowflake Splendor ribbon. I mean, get a load of that. Isn't that beautiful? And it's quite gorgeous. It's quite, as you can probably hear, it's a little stiff, but that's not a bad thing. And let's, come on, let's be nice. You know I'm on a video, don't you? You're trying to be awkward. Okay. But it's good stuff. It's so pretty. I think right there. So I'll get a glue dot, and I think it actually would fit over the glue dot. Yes, it will. So I don't have to roll it up. So there we go. And then I'm going to add a few rhinestones. Get out my special tool, which really makes life easy for these rhinestones. Let's see. Yeah, let's have some of these. Oops, I'll put one stuck on my finger. No, they're stuck together, that's the problem. Here we go. Let's put one there. Put one there. What about here? Oh, we've got 4. We're gonna have to have 5. I don't like odd numbers. I mean, I don't like even numbers of these things. So I think I'll put that one right there. Okay. So there we go. There is number 3. So next, we're going to make this one. Except this time I am going to remember to turn this over. So rather than that again, we're having the other side, right? And this I found in my stash that I had put together. Actually, I can show you now, can't I? I was going to use this, and it just didn't work for me. So I did the Highland Heather, as I told you, but it meant I had this left over, and so I thought, well, why not just use it here? So put my misty moonlight out of the way for a minute. This is probably where it went wrong. I probably was like, oh yeah, that's where it's supposed to go. But this is actually the other side. So and this is just a piece of regular Whisper White that's going to go right there. Yep. So, and then this is going to go onto here. So you've got a little border, and then you have this beautiful paper. I hope you're loving this paper as much as I am, and let me remind you that it's one of the ones that is on 15% off this month. So if you love it, go and grab some. There you go, and I think this one deserves some sparkle as well. Yeah, just a little bit of sparkle. There we go. So that's that one, actually correctly showing the other side of the paper. And here is the last one. This is just a little piece. Oh, let me show you. Here we go. Yeah, I think it looks great. So let's first that was nice. There's nothing on here. When I used to do my embossing, I would emboss over this and then I would fold it up and put it back into the pot, which also meant that if there were any little tiny fragments of dust or bits of card from where you cut something out, it would go into the pot. But now, and so I'd be doing this all the time, but now with my new little pot, I love it. There's nothing there. It's brilliant. And it presumably means that obviously means that the embossing powder isn't going to get adulterated with anything, so it's going to be cleaner. And it's all good. So I should have thought of it, or I should have done it years ago. I was kind of worried about the space, but I think it's worth it. Then we need Pacific Point. Now, you may have noticed I haven't actually stuck this down yet. That's in case there's a catastrophe. You never know. Which we then have to figure out how to resolve. Although it is kind of fun trying to figure out how to make it look as if you meant to do something in the first place. And what I would do here would be, if this had been skew-if, I would have stamped it again on another piece of cardstock and cut it out and put it over the top. But we don't need to. So now we can put this in place. And if it had been absolute disaster, you know, I might have had to have another card, but so it's just easier to not put this on until you're ready and you're sure that you're good to go, which we are. I think right there. So there we are. 30 minutes of me chatting and making 5 cards. So that's actually, you know, pretty good that you can get that much made. So you could easily do, I think, particularly if you were doing multiples of, you know, if you did 4 of these at a time, you could probably get 12 done in an hour, no sweat. So as I say, if you would like me to send you the card kit so that you can make these 5 cards, I'd be happy to. Just place an order of $25 and I'll send it along to you, along with your choice of $25 in my BOGO if you get there before. Ooh, we got 24 and a half hours. Okay. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I do. I love this paper. It's just beautiful. So I will see you next Sunday at 11 o'clock. Thanks, and bye.